Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another retro recap. Today's game is Haunted House. This game was developed by Atari back in 1982 for the Atari 2600. One of the earliest examples of survival horror games, placing players in the role of an unnamed protagonist. You are exploring a dark, haunted mansion known as Abandoned Graves Mansion to find and reassemble three pieces of a magic urn. Apparently, the mansion once belonged to Zachary Graves, who was rumored to have been in the occult. You'll need to navigate through the mansion's dark rooms, avoid ghosts, giant bats, tarantulas, all while searching for the urn pieces, finding keys, or using a scepter to make yourself invisible. The game's mechanics were innovative for its time, using a lighting system that simulates the effect of holding a match to briefly illuminate the surroundings. This design choice adds to the tension as players must carefully navigate the mansion, avoid enemies, and make strategic use of limited light. The game's sound design also included minimal and eerie sound effects, which were instrumental in creating a suspenseful and haunting atmosphere. Haunted House is considered a precursor to many survival horror games in the horror genre, influencing games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Its use of lighting and sound to evoke fear and suspense was groundbreaking, setting a standard for how horror was portrayed in video games. So this game was a lot of fun to master. You have 12 achievements total, and the ratio is at 1.17 at the time of recording. I do feel like that is a little low for what this game had. There's one achievement in particular that we'll get to in a minute that was really difficult. So it wasn't difficult; it was more time-consuming and annoying than difficult. But I'll get to that in a minute. I'm gonna have a showcase of all 9 difficulties here. There's achievements for just about completing on every single difficulty and getting it done. The last achievement is for Deathless on the hardest difficulty, so that's why it's one of the hardest achievements in the game. But I'll get to that too. And overall, we're going to start here with game one. I'm going to show you the gameplay mechanics. Basically, you're a pair of eyes, and you're going to be wandering around in this mansion. There are 24 total rooms that span over 4 floors. You're going to be using stairs to go up and down. There are doors that can be locked in certain areas. Game 1 and Game 2 have a set map. Game 3 through 8 have set maps, and then Game 9 has another different map. So there's 3 different sets of maps. I'm going to put the maps in the description below, and you can click on that link to see the map layouts for them. That really helps with running around quicker. These are all my quickest runs that I have on the leaderboards right now. They're all very, very short, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. They're mostly set patterns in all these floors. So if you figure out the pattern, figure out an urn location, and know where all the locations for that urn for that pattern is, you can repeat that urn, getting the urns as fast as possible on all of those patterns. So it's a matter of figuring out those patterns, restarting the game, getting that, and getting out as fast as possible if you want to get through these achievements as quick as possible. So here's game 1. You can actually see the board in this. This is the only one difficulty that you can actually see the board. It includes lighted walls, which will help you see rooms. There's no doors, so no key is required, but you do need to light matches to see objects. There's only 3 creatures. There's 1 bat, 1 tarantula, and 1 ghost on this level. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up. And you'll see these will take me longer. This is about I think this was an 8-second run. So if you want to reset this one, there's the urn is on the first floor. You can keep resetting it and keep trying to go for this if you want to get a really, really fast time on it. So I'll just show you this real quick. You can see when I illuminate I'll pause it so I'm illuminating the area with my match by hitting the button. You can see I just grabbed an urn piece there. Right there's another urn piece. It all goes very quickly, and it's kind of hard to see because it flashes. There's another urn piece there, and then I immediately go up and get out, and that's it. That's the whole board. That's the whole first difficulty. Super easy. You did see that there was a tarantula or something there that could kill you. You do get 9 guys total in this game, so they expect you to die in this, I think, because you have so many extra guys, which is, I think the plan of this game is that you were meant to die, especially at the higher difficulty levels. That's why it makes the last achievement very, very difficult. because you can't die in the hardest difficulty. So we're gonna go on to the second game here. The second game is the mansion's all dark, so you're not gonna see much here other than my eyes and me walking around. And there are unlocked doors. There's 3 more creatures, the same as game 1, basically same layout as game 1 too. So for this one also, you just stay on the first level, reset until you get the urn. Urn will be in the same locations as I just did that last one. You can see I'm grabbing all 3 urn pieces, going in a circle, going right back out and out. So that's difficulty 2, easy peasy. The only difference there was that really you just couldn't see anything. So that gets you ready for games 3 through 8. So in game 3, you'll have to find you'll find a master key in the very first room you'll see here in a minute, and that will allow you to unlock the doors. But same thing here. All the urn pieces, I believe, were on the first floor for this run too. So we'll go ahead and go to the wave 3 now. So you can see me grabbing the key there. I kind of messed up grabbing the first piece, another piece, another piece. This time I had to go down. You'll have to watch the reference on the map for that, because since I didn't have the key, I couldn't go back up. So you have to go down, and then obviously I got hit there. No big deal though. You can just continue on. You still have the urn. You don't lose the urn on wave 3. And then here I'm taking the route back as fast as possible. Of course, I got hit by a ghost. And this happens a lot in this game going forward. You'll see that things will just appear out of nowhere. So then that's wave 3 completed. Yeah, I died twice. You can obviously try and go through that and not die on that if you want to. Game 4 is coming up now, and that is pretty much the same thing as game 3. So it's same format and everything. Go through that one now. You can see that there's a bat there. That can be a little annoying, so I kind of peeled back from that. If that scepter's in the first room there, sometimes you can, and that's what you're gonna have to look out for, because if like that scepter's in the first room, you can kind of find these urn pieces very quickly on the bottom floor. If you go all the way down to the bottom floor again, take the path I'm taking, you can see that all 3 urn pieces were on that bottom, or the first floor. You just have to go this route to get to it. And make sure you drop the scepter so you don't lose the urn. Obviously I got hit by the bat, but again, no big deal. Just keep going back the way you came, make your way out. You can see I got the achievement there for 4. You'll get an achievement every time you complete all those. The other ones I had were fast runs. I was just going for leaderboard runs, so I wanted to showcase those on this video. So now we're into game 5 here. We're going to be going into game 5. Game 5, there are 2 additional tarantulas chasing you. It's no different than game 4 though. So again, same type of patterns. You can reset and kind of look for the urn in certain spots, and then use those patterns because they are set. You just have to keep resetting until you get the right patterns. This one I was going to the right first there to look for the urn, because sometimes the urn will be over there, and then you can just go to the 3rd floor and grab 2 pieces. But this time I actually just went the old route that I normally do. Go down to the bottom floor again. There's the urn pieces on the main floor. Get hit by the tarantula, or whatever that is. And a bat. As you can see that the creatures are starting to appear more often. They hit you more often. A lot of that happens where it'll just, you walk through a door and there'll be a spawn there, and there's nothing you can do about it. Super annoying. Going back the same route. Ghost just appeared out of nowhere, so that's always fun. But even with all that and getting through this, get through difficulty 5 in a short amount of time. So give difficulty 6. This is where the game starts to change quite a bit. The creatures will actually start to chase you from room to room, so it makes it even more difficult. Not only are they just randomly spawning at doors and just showing up out of nowhere, they are chasing you from room to room, so you have to constantly avoid them the whole time. And the ghost can pass through locked doors, so it's just making it harder on us as we go. Again, here's another, I'm going to show you though, you want to look for the urn and get used to these patterns. Also, another tidbit is for if you're going for leaderboard scores, I did notice that the leaderboard wouldn't register sometimes the time ticking away. If you just press start and go, I would have to push down, or usually down and then up, basically, to get the leaderboard going for some reason. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. So here I'm going kind of the same route that we've been doing. You know, I checked that side room first because, like I said, there can be an urn there. And then I'm going down to that main floor again. I'm going to avoid this blue guy. You can dodge those guys, but sometimes it's hard when they're chasing you down. See, now the blue guy's coming after us again. Let's see, I go to the left here. Got a ton of guys in there. Trying to avoid them. 2 parts in the same spot. So like boards, you know, waves 3 through 8, you can always find the urn down there on that main level in the same spot if you keep resetting. And then you just got to get used to using the path to go backwards. Once you get that path down, it's super easy. Just got to practice it. And just like that, we complete that board. So I think that was it was game 6. So now we're on to game 7. For game 7, if you're touched by the bat, any object you were holding will be dropped and moved to another room in the mansion. So that's the only difference. And you're keeping all the other stuff still going. So they're still chasing you down. Now they're just making it even harder for you because you get hit by the bat, you're going to drop your urn. So same thing. I think I'm going to go the same route on this one too. Like I said, you're just going to get used to going down this route and doing it over and over again. And you should get through all these difficulty levels fairly quickly. This one might be the one that has a variation. Yep. So I grabbed the urn there first, and then this is another variation. And then there's a key right there on the 3rd floor. And then you go right down, and there's another one right there on the 3rd floor. So then you can immediately go back. This is the other variation from the one that's got the urn on the main floor. And those are both super fast variations. So if you can reset and try for both of those every single time and try to get them as fast as possible. So that's board 7. Board 8, you are the creatures are going to move even faster, and to make things even tougher, the ghost is not affected by the scepter. So the scepter, you know, can be pretty important if you're going for just basic gameplay. It makes you invisible, and it's pretty cool to have, but if it doesn't work on the ghost, it's kind of pointless. So here's board 8, same layout, same thing I'm going to be looking for is the same patterns, same sequence. Here, I think I go to the right here. Yep. There it is again. Another sequence. Go there, go down, grab that, go right back the same way. Obviously, you're going to get hit by the random guys that just spawn at the door. And then we're right back out again. So now that those are all pretty easy. Now this is where the game gets really, really annoying. And this, I didn't actually like all this achievement all that much. I didn't really feel like it contributed to the gameplay. I was having fun up until this point, and then now we go into game 9, which the level 9 difficulty is the ultimate haunted house challenge. It has the same gameplay as 8, but this time the floor plan is different. So the floor plan is completely changed now. And you'll find yourself in a completely different maze of rooms. For an added element of surprise, all 5 creatures can chase you from room to room, even through locked doors. So like everything is going super fast. The enemies are appearing really quickly, and they're chasing you the whole entire time. So your goal here is to get out as fast as possible. So I must have reset this game probably 500 times, easily 500 times, I would assume, and tried to figure out the layouts. You know, people did mention on RetroAchievements that you spawn the red spider in the first room below you, and then try to avoid that. And I'll show you what I'm going to do here. This is my fastest run. I don't know. This is fastest run on the leaderboard. This was at like 29 seconds. So you're going to be ready for this. I'll try to pause it in certain parts. So here, spawn, you can see the red spider here is in the first room. I'm going to try to make his way, and you have to do this deathless, so you can't get hit by that at all, and you have to do this very quickly. So here I avoid him, and then you can see that the urn was in this first room here. Try to back it up just a touch to see. We'll go through it again here. It's all very quick. So you can see I'm going to the left here, and there's the urn in the first room. So grab that, and I'm going to immediately go up. Try to avoid these guys as much as possible. Go to the left, and then there's another piece there. And then I'm trying to dodge these guys. I kind of kite them over and get them to follow me and then know where the urn pieces are. So then I went down to the bottom floor again, and I'm trying to get rid of that guy. There's the other piece there. So main floor, so it's only on the top 2 floors, and then that's it. That was the whole run. If you get that, you get all the remainder of the achievements, and you get the main one, which was, I think it's Ain't Afraid of No Ghost. That one right there. That one is really rough to get. I mean, it took me, I think my total runtime on this was close to 4 hours. And I spent the majority of that time trying to plan that route and getting it done without, because you have to not only reset every time, but you have to not be hit by that red spider. You have to not be hit by anything else, and you have to make it out with the full urn. So that is definitely a tough achievement. It's not the funnest achievement I've ever had, but I mean, we still got it done. I advise you just to keep resetting and trying to get that red spider and getting used to doing that route that I kind of did there. I'll do it. I'll show it one more time here, so we can go through it a little bit slower. On this one, let's see. Go back here. I think this was the 8th. Yeah, that was the end of that. So let me just rewind it a little bit here. Kind of hard to see the pattern. You might want to look back on the video and pause it at certain areas. But getting out, it's a different map, and I will put the map below so you can see the whole entire map for number 9. But you're going to want to keep resetting until you get a good pattern and a good sequence of the urns. The urns should be in the same spot for all the patterns. It's just a matter of finding them and resetting and hitting them correctly. So that's about it for Haunted House, and I hope you enjoy it and get your mastery. This one was overall a fun game. That last achievement was the only one that was just kind of annoying, but still got it done. So hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.